Hey everyone, this is Joe in General, your resident reason and evidence enthusiast. This is another mega mini crypto analysis. I'm still here in Bali, in Indonesia, enjoying a very well needed holiday, but I do obviously want to keep you guys updated with price movements with specific altcoins when there's major action. So we're doing three today. Two I've spoken about just recently, but they've had even larger gains. And the third is one I haven't spoken about for a while, but it's one that has had recent gains as well, so I want to talk about that one. And that's this one here, which is Einsteinium, so we'll talk about that first, Einsteinium. Then we'll talk about Siacoin, and then we'll lastly talk about Bytecoin. So back to Einsteinium, it's been a little bit since I've spoken about it. I think the last time I spoke about it was here 3 weeks ago in this video here, and then I did speak about it about a week before then. So check out those two videos if you want to see where the price was back then and what kind of the price targets that I was calling for and higher prices, etc. But this is where we are now. We've topped out at $22.99 so far. And just recently, if we pop into the 2-hour time frame, let's see right here, and we've got right now an intermediate low of it's 15.05. So on my channel, sorry, not on my channel, on my Instagram account over here, this is instagram.com/joeingeneral. I've been updating you guys in between YouTube videos. I've been putting up little screenshots or little videos of what I think is happening in the altcoin scene. And this is the video I posted yesterday. It was on EMC2 on Einsteinium, and I took the high of $22.99 and the low, this low here, which is the breakout low of where the price is breaking out from, of 10.33, and then I calculated the exponential Fibonacci downside targets, retracement targets, and then potential upside. So from that Fibonacci, we've obviously gone through 1903, 1694, and 1541, because we did bottom out here at 1505. But I'm not so sure yet that 1505 is this new low here. I think we possibly have some room to move lower, and if we do, let's have a look where the price could go. It could certainly be the low, but I'm not so sure because we had this 1541 and we have pierced below that. But if we're going to pierce a little bit below there, the targets were 1402, you can call it 1400 roughly if you like, and 1248. Now interestingly, this is a very interesting one, because if we take a look at 1248 here, that happens to be a key resistance level over here back in May 15th, that is. So it came up to 1249 and topped out and had a bit of a retracement. And so that 1.236 Fibonacci level of 1248 happens to coincide with this here. Now, I'm not saying it's definitely going to go back to there, but that looks like to be a key level, at least with a chart analysis looking at resistance points and also Fibonacci. But you've got that level of 1400 and that downside here again of about 1250, let's call it. Now, obviously, when you're putting in buy orders for retracements, you probably want to put them a little bit higher than those actual amounts, so a little bit higher than 1400, a little bit higher than 1250, and also you need to take into account the actual buy orders of real people putting in most of the time real buy orders. Sometimes they're fake, but always go through the order book and see where there's big levels. So for example, if down at 1260 there's 100 Bitcoin worth, well then don't put your buy order at 1250, put it at 1261, 1262. But you guys know the deal. I'm not speaking to complete novices here. Now on the upside, we've got upside target here of 2777, and the big one to look at, and that's the 1.236 level. You've got this level here of 3121, this level 3430, and the big level here of the 1.618, and that's 3769. Will it get there? I don't know, but obviously there's some spots in between getting up to there that you might look at putting sell orders in. So that's EMC2. Again, head over to Instagram.com/Joe in general. You're getting mini crypto analysis updates, and plus it's my personal Instagram account as well. So you get a bit of a more personalized version of me too. So that's Einsteinium. Now on to Siacoin. Another excellent price rise. Actually did a video when it was 3 days ago, and that was talking about Bytecoin, Siacoin, and a couple of others. And since then, not long after that, actually, they had big price rises, and there's been some more price rises. So we have topped out currently at 406, and that's coming off this previous high of 267. Now, very interestingly, first I'll pop into the 2-hour time frame. That's right there. Now, 406. Now, if we take a look at a previous key high and low, and that's around about, where are we? Yes, this key high here of 175 and this low here of 104. Now, when we pop that into my exponential Fibonacci calculator spreadsheet, we have a 2.618 exponential Fibonacci level of 406. And that's exactly where we have topped out so far in Siacoin at 406. Again, that was from this high of 175 and this low of 104. So retracing back down, let's see where we can find some buy targets. Let's see now. So here, looks like we've had a quick test here. This old high here of 355, that was didn't last too long. We have seemed to correct back down to there. Let me punch this in a little bit closer for you guys. Right there. Now, coming down from there, you're looking around about your 300 level. And from here is a previous resistance point, that old high of 273. Call it 275, for example, and around about there as well, 265. And coming down further, which I don't think it will, but if it does, you do have this previous old high here of 175. So that's the points there, maybe about 350. So about 350, 300 roughly, around about there, and 275 and about 175 is kind of the key levels looking at the chart. And looking at upside potential, if we stick with this high of 175 and the low of 104, and we just use this Fibonacci calculator here, you've got a 4.236 level of 943. Now that's not, I haven't included all the little calculations in between those, but these are the two major ones after the 1.618 level. So 943. Could it get there? Yes, it could. I wouldn't necessarily bank on it, but in between there, obviously you've got the psychological level of 500. So as always, if you're on the Poloniex website, go down to the order book. You can either scroll through it, and Poloniex is quite annoying. You come down, then you've got to hit them load 100 more, and it can sometimes take a while. But if we go down to the 500 level sell orders, how many do we have currently? And where are we? Okay, so we've got 123 Bitcoin worth of Siacoin at the 500 level. So that's quite a large level. If this is all real orders, of course, we've talked about real, genuine sell orders versus fake ones, trying to manipulate the market. But if it's real, you might have another resistance point here at 500, and of course it's a psychological level as well. So you would consider putting in sell orders a little bit below 500, and depending on where you bought your Siacoin, maybe even consider quite a little bit below. So maybe even say your 490, 489 level, because you've got these other smaller sell orders, but they're smaller compared to this one, but they're still kind of large, 14 and 30 Bitcoin worth at 493, 494. Of course, that's probably going to change by the time you've read this video, if you watch this video, so do your own research. So that's Siacoin. And now lastly on to Bytecoin. Bytecoin's seen some and some more excellent gains. So we've topped out here currently at 146, and we retraced all the way back down to 70 or 71. Yeah, it was 71. And then we're creeping back up again. Now we're not creeping up slowly, which is a little cause for concern. It's better if we have, some higher highs, some lower lows, nice and slow, and easy wins the race. We have had some larger gains here very quickly. Could be a slight pause for concern, but let's think about where the price may be going. Down targets. Well, obviously you've got this low here. That's probably going to be it. You've probably got that 100, the psychological level of 100. There were a lot of buy orders around 110 and 80 as well. That's been some key levels. If we do Fibonacci very quickly, which I haven't done yet, and I'll have to do that on the fly right now, so bear with me. 146 high and a low of the 71. So here's my calculator here, 146 and 71. So what it's doing, you're taking the high and the low, and you divide the high by the low, or divide the low by the high, I think it is, and high divided by low, and you get this number here. Now I'm going to pop into my my thing. You can't see this. This is out of the way. But what I'm doing is I'm popping in 2.05633.803 into my formula up the top here. And then you're putting that to the power of this specific Fibonacci number, and then you're timesing it by the low again. And the low will be 71. We pop that in, 71, and then that is that. And then I just do the formula down here. Okay, so this is where we are. So retracing down from 146, you have some key levels of 123. There you go, interestingly. So there's the 61.8 level here of 111, and I was talking about before, there was a lot of buy orders I was seeing at 110, and of course that psychological level of 100 here. That's the 50% Fibonacci level, and you've got 94 and 84. So maybe if you like, hit the pause button on this YouTube video and take a screenshot of this, and then you can keep that for future reference, at least in the very short term, and maybe consider putting some buy targets in around about this level if the price is going to retrace from here. And moving higher, you've got some key levels here: 173, 192, 209, 228 is the 1.618 level. I've talked about that 1.618 level before. That tends to be a key resistance point. After hitting new highs, a lot of the time a chart will go to the 1.618 level. So that's 228, maybe consider 230 for example. It could even overshoot maybe to about 250. But also take a look again at the order book and see, is there many sell orders in at a psychological level, and that psychological level would be 200. So if you go down to there right now, have a look at what 200 is doing, and bang, see you've got 90 Bitcoin at 200, 54 at 99. So might not come all the way up to 228 just there. Seems like someone else though, have a look at 230. They put in a large sell order here at 230. Maybe they're playing the exponential Fibonacci game as well. You never know. But yeah, here at 200 is a big psychological level. So maybe consider putting a seller order in here at a little bit beforehand. Maybe you're 198, you're 197, or possibly even slightly lower. Now, of course, again, do your own research. Head over to the Poloniex website, and if you're new to trading in general, obviously only bet what you can afford to lose. That's the number one rule in investing. Only bet what you can afford to lose, and of course do your own research. Don't take my word for anything. This is just what I'm doing, so of course this is not financial advice. I want to say quickly, thanks again to all my new subscribers. If I push this out, if I move that over to take a look on the right hand side over here, subscribers 518. That's 518 new subscribers in approximately 10 days. And that's since doing these couple of videos here. Very likely it's this one here, next stop 2300. And that's since I had 1,000 subscribers about 10 days ago, and another 518 have come in the last 10 to 11 days. And all while I'm in Bali enjoying myself. So thank you very much again for watching. Head over to instagram.com/JoeInGeneral to stay updated with mini crypto analysis screenshots or videos. And we will talk to you soon. Stay safe, stay informed. Speak soon.